Hello there and welcome back. In this video, we are going to continue our journey of Kubernetes, and we are going to take a look at nginx deployment and how you can use manifest files. So we are going to create a folder called nginx. I said nginx and navigate inside there. And we are going to have three different manifest files. So nginx config map.yaml, and inside this nginx config map.yaml, we are going to have to define our nginx config map. So config map is basically your way of saying how the configuration of your deployment should look like. And what we are doing is basically modifying the default landing site of nginx. So it is going to show us the pod name, which is basically the environment where the container is running. So we have pods, and inside pods, the containers are running. Is it still recording? It is. So since the latest Windows update is getting harder and harder to basically record videos, but that's it. So this is the config map definition, this is the HTML code, and this is how we say that, okay, this is supposed to be the nginx HTML. Now we can create the deployment.yaml file, and inside our deployment.yaml we are going to create a deployment which has 3 replicas. So technically the kind is of course deployment, and we name it as nginx deployment. And in the specification, we are using 3 replicas, and we want to match the labels against the nginx. And then in the template, we are going to specify that we want to use the nginx's latest container image, and the container port is 80. And we are going to need volume mounts, and we want to mount the path to this directory inside nginx, which is where the index.html lives. And the volume that we want to mount is coming from the config map nginx HTML. So basically this is the part where we pass the custom index.html to our container. And finally, we want to expose the service. So let's create the YAML file, and inside this service, what we have to do is to define our port mapping. So basically, we want to say that this is called nginx service, and we have the node port type to expose it to, and this is the nginx. And what we want to change here, to be honest, is the load balancer. And the selector is going to be app nginx, and these are the port mappings. So once the service is available, it should be available on port 30,080. So now we are going to have to apply it. And we want to use not the node port, but just the port and the target port. So let's use a different namespace. So create namespace nginx, and here we want to issue the kubectl apply -f/** nginx. So this means that we want to deploy everything inside the nginx namespace. And -n nginx. And technically these were created, and if you should a kubectl get pods, we don't have pods. That is because we are in the default namespace. Now we want to get the pods from the namespace nginx, and this is how these look like. And we can get the service from nginx, and technically this is going to be the port on which we are supposed to reach that nginx deployment. And that's it. So if I go to my browser and issue the HTTP Kate's master and the port number, you can see that we get the response from the Kate's master. And we can verify the kubectl get pods -n nginx -o that we have one pod which is running on worker A, worker B, and that's it. But the response is coming from the kube master. So the traffic is directed to the backend, and in the response, what is evaluated is the Kate's master. If we want, we can update the the nginx service, and we could say that we want to use node port, and here the node port is going to be 30,080. And if you reapply these configurations, you can see that the service was reconfigured. And if you check the kubectl get service nginx, you can see that from now on, this is node port. So if I issue the curl HTTP localhost on port 80, we get a response from the master. But if I go and check the other worker nodes, Kate's worker A, I get a different response. And I can verify it with the browser as well. So since this is a node port, I can access the service individually on each of the nodes. And now this is how the deployment looks like. And technically, I think that's all I wanted to show you in this video. Yeah, we have seen that one. Cool. So, see you in the next one.